Hello, welcome back. So in our previous video, we managed to add the order processing. Someone can add item in the cart, and that person can go ahead and also make an order. But yesterday's at the end of the video, we had a bug. Okay, we had a bug and whereby a user couldn't create or make another order, and I'm just going to again try to recreate the error we had. So right now we have if you go to cart, I think we have two items, as you can see them here. We have two items. So if I just continue to check out, just come here and add my personal details. So I'm just going to come here. You could just add these details. Okay, I'm just going to add these details. It doesn't matter right now. I'm just going to add some details. Next, let me just fill in any address. Next, and just like that. So I have my order here. Okay, so if I just continue to order, we had a problem. Okay, you can see something went wrong. Please try again. And if you just check on the terminal, they are telling us about a unique constraint failed on the constraint order user ID key. Okay, so we try to check this. Okay, when we try to check this, the relationship between the order and the user. So if you just go here, okay, when you just go here and go to user ID in the order, you see that it is unique. When you say it is unique, meaning that it cannot be duplicated in the database. So whenever they're trying to add any other field of the user ID, they check. Okay, so you have to first of all just simply remove this and leave user ID to object ID. Okay, and then you can also just remove this on delete, as simple as that. Okay, so we have made some changes in our order. And one more thing I just want to add in the order is the status, the order status, because when we ship or when we initiate the order, we are supposed to change the status to create a status of pending, and when the order is delivered, then we can change it to delivered or something like, or complete or something like that. So I'm just going to add status, and when you come back here in our models, this small page I created, I added here these scenarios. For instance, on order placement, the order can change to processing, from pending to processing. Okay, so when a user successfully places an order, action set to order status to processing. Okay, so and when someone requests an order, you're just going to set it to processing by default. Then order shipment, so when the order is shipped, then we can just say it is shipped. When the items in the order are ready for shipment, that is when they say shipped. When it is delivered, then you can say it is delivered, and when it is cancelled, can be cancelled. Or you can even put others like returned, when the order is returned. Okay, so just going to create this enum, okay, for storing these fields where we can choose from. So you can just go either on top where we have like another enum like here, and let me create another one, order status. Okay, and then I can just give the default status to processing, Okay, I will not give to pending. I will just add processing. So we can just come to the order. Okay, I'm just going to come here and put status. Okay, status, and here I'm just going to add order status, and by default I'm just going to choose processing. Okay, I'm just going to choose processing. Okay, just say, because when someone starts like this, he wants to see that his order is being worked on, so we change it to processing. Okay, so that is good. And then I don't know if we just add the order tracking. Okay, supposed to create a way of tracking the order. Okay, I don't know if we're just going to use the ID of the order. We could just like simply use the ID. We are going to look at that. Okay, we'll just look at that. I think we can just use the ID, or we could generate like another order tracking number or something like that. But yes, for now we just use an ID. So the only thing just going to change now, we have changed those two things. I'm just going to stop the server and make those changes to our Prisma. So Control C, and then I'm just going to run npx Prisma db push. Okay, so we're just now trying to make changes to our database, and then we see if we can actually continue with the order processing. Okay, and because of the order status, but I think we will just add it since we gave it a default value. I think it will work. And just wait and see. Okay. So okay, so now we are good. npm run dev, start again the the site. Okay, okay, so now I want also to thank those ones who have continued to support us, subscribe, and the support is really amazing. And thank you so much for subscribing and for watching the content and sharing it. And if it is helping you, we have a course. By the time you are watching this video, maybe the course is out. You can check in the description, either join the waiting list or start the course. Okay, and I really appreciate your support. We have also a group. You can enter in the group and you see the amazing support we are trying to create with the community. And my idea is, if I can help you become a good developer, really it works for me. Okay, so let's go back and see, and it is compiling here. Let's hope everything will be fine. Okay, just a second. I'm just going to refresh this. It is compiling the checkout page. Meanwhile, you can check on the orders. I guess they must have changed the existing. If we just go API orders, let's check this existing order and see. This is compiling the checkout. Let's just wait for a second. Let me just pause. I will be back when it is fully compiled. So it has finally compiled, and let's check. So you can see that in the database now we have the order status set to processing by default. So you're just going to try to create still an order. I'm just going to add the details. Okay, I'm just going to add the details. I just want to maintain the first name and maybe last name, and just put any email right now and any phone number. Just continue, and let me just add fake filler for this information, and let's go just like that. So we have the two items. Let's try to see if we can make this order. Okay, so you can see order created successfully, and let's just wait to be redirected. Okay, so we have been redirected very well. Okay, so now you can just go ahead and check if there is any other order, and you can see that we have this now order, shipping cost, and all the details and the payment and the order status. So the order now, it is complete and we don't have any errors. Okay, and if right now what we can do is we can just either just work on other things like order confirmation. So we would, after the order has been confirmed, we could just come and we have design, for instance, this: we have received your order, and we could just like send this, create this small page showing the order has been received and has been confirmed, and we could also send this very template on their emails. Okay, and then at the same time we could just like use this as the order detailed page. Okay, so this we could just route it. We could route this to the dashboard. Okay, whoever made this order, we could just like go to the dashboard and create this instead of like order confirmation. I don't know, like we could just either create this and we show it, or we could use it at the same time as order detail. Okay, okay, we could just like use it as order detail because it has all the necessary things. I think what is missing on this, if you just check here on this order, or we could just even redirect them to the orders. So I think we will first send them to this page where we say the order has been received, to this page here, the one we created, order confirmation. Okay, and so when on this we could just add this, something like this, and then later on when they go to the dashboard, okay, when someone comes here to the dashboard. And I think we could also just put one more link here saying my orders. Okay, we could just check like here on the dashboard we could add one more link that says my orders, and especially if this person is a overall user, we could add here, and then could go and see the orders. Okay, so if you check in this, let me just bring this down. So one thing we can also just do is on the sidebar. So first of all, I'm just going to go to this. This is on the home. I don't know if that is the one we designed as avatar, I'm not sure. Let me just check. If you go to components and you check in the ones of the front end, and maybe we could see the navbar. Okay, so if you check in the navbar, you see that we are having this avatar. Okay, the user avatar, and we are passing in the user, and you could just go to the user avatar, and we could also check for the role. So we have here this the session, if it is loading and so on. So we could just also go and see, okay, and this I just want to go to this user avatar, this back office user avatar. Let me just go to the back office. So from here you could just go to back office, and it is user avatar. So you can see it takes in a user, and we can just get the initials, and we can just also just get the role as well. So role const role, you could even destructure it from const role is equal to user dot role. Okay, so we could just get the user role here, and we can just use that to add maybe one more link. Okay, so where we have the profile, we could just add my orders. So just here, I just want to add one more link. Okay, so I'm just going to say if role is equal to user, okay, and this is true, we just say and then we add this. Okay, so I'm just going to add here my orders, my orders. Okay, and dashboard. So dashboard, and this one just going to have dashboard orders. Okay, and yep. So now if you check, I don't know, this is a role of what, but what I'm sure we could have that. And then one more thing we could change is on the sidebar. So in the similar way, we could just go and check on the sidebar here, and there is why we have a lot of links for the users and so many other people. So here we have the user, and we have somewhere you can see we already have like orders. This page is there, so we can just go ahead and just work on this person having those orders being seen Now if you see this one, I think this is a farmer sort of, okay, though even the farmer can have the role, but I think it's not necessary to add them to see the orders right away. They have other bigger things they can see, but I think a farmer can also make an order. Is a say client, and you can also you see they have also the orders. Okay, they have their orders. Okay, they, and for them they can have the orders, and then we're going to look at the sales. They will have maybe sales or something. Okay, I don't know, we might have just want to put this, but they look at their sales. Okay, they have to look at their sales. You can see they even have customers, and we can also create for them sales. Okay, and they will have these orders, and then they have also the sales, and this is where they find people who have bought. They will find it under maybe sales, and of course if we look in the farmer, they may look at the admin. So they, by default, these or they will be for the admin, and we have customers, markets, farmers. So we will have to go and also add at some point the sales. Okay, we'll have to have the sales somewhere. Okay, let's start with working on to those two. At least we add those two pages. I'm just going to go ahead and try to actually design this, so that we can actually just work on that. Okay, so let's try to create this order confirmation page. Okay, just going to try to create this order confirmation. When someone, after finishing, they are redirected onto this one. So one way we could also do it is that, let's first finish the design, and then we shall see how we are going to fetch these items. So you can see we have the details this person actually filled in, and want to get these ones from the database. Okay, so let's just go ahead and see if we can pull this off. So we have already the page designed, so I'm just going to go here to this. Okay, so just scroll down. Okay, here on order confirmed, let's get this HTML. So get that HTML. Let's go to order confirmation page. Okay, so I'm just going to go to the order confirmation page. Now, since this is going to be with a specific ID, let me see. So we have his order confirmation. So unknown circumstances would not get a way of either we attach the ID as a param, or we could just have it on a specific ID. Like we have order confirmation and then stroke the order ID. Okay, so we could have like here order ID, and I think we can just, I think that is the maybe the easy way. The other way would be using it as a param, where we have like order ID is equal to something. Okay, I don't know if that is a better alternative, or those alternatives we could just like really do. Okay, we could just say consider all those ones. Let me just think, and I think we could just like pass it like as a search param. we could search it, pass it as a search param. Okay, let's just pass it as a search param. It is okay. So I'm just going to go, let's first finish the design. So let's find this page. It is in the front order confirmation page, and then I'm just going to return this HTML here. Okay, and the important thing to note is just to know how this moves. Let's first see how it changes. Okay, so if you see, it is a section, and in the section we have BG wide and the paddings, and then inside we have this M auto, and this is to put in the center, and it has some max width of 7 XL. You can see it here. And did we copy the right one? Let me just confirm. We just came to order details. There is order confirmed. Here you can see the problem. Just scroll to this order confirmed here. Okay, so the same thing, it has this BG and some paddings, and then we have the MX auto to center it and the max width. Then inside here we have also this into the max width of 2XL to make sure it is small enough, as you can see here. Now we don't need this upper thing, as you're going to see. We don't need this the navigation, so I'm just going to remove this navigation. Okay, I'm just going to remove the navigation like that. Okay, so now we have it like this. So we have this and this button, view invoice. So if you just check, the button is here. Okay, so we have this button, then we have this SVG of the checkbox. So I'm just going to actually replace it with I feel like I should replace it with the with a lucid icon. Let me just go to lucid icons. Let me check my internet. Okay, so here just going to have like a checked. I think there is this one, check circle 2, and then there is also this one, check circle. I think we can just maintain the one that we have here, which is check circle, I guess. This one, check circle 2. I'm just going to come here and copy this, Ctrl C. I'm just going to come here and I give it check. Okay, check circle and check circle 2. So just need this one with check circle 2. And let's give it a class name. Class name. can remove this one, and let's check. Okay, yep, so we have this one, that is also fine. So we have this text on top, and then we have the shipping address, this information, shipping address and payment information. Then we have the order items. Okay, we have these order items, and we're just going to be mapping through these ones. You can just go and map through these ones. So we need like only one item. Okay, and then the remaining we'll just simply map through them. So we can just go ahead and get one of these one order, and we use it for the example. Okay, just going to get one order and we use it for the example. So I'm just going to go back to the API and let me get this order ID, which is this one. And we might just need to generate a tracking number. This one really is maybe big, or it is really not easy to do stuff. I'm just going to really generate the order number. This user ID is not going to work as the order number. It is really so long. So let's just go ahead and let's go ahead and try to fetch. So here you can see it has each order has no order items. So we'll just simply get we could also just get the order and then we fetch from the order items, or we could also have the order items coming with the order itself. Okay, so for instance, we could just come to this API. So let's just go to the API. Where is the API? So in the API orders. Okay, so we could just go and also get here, and we could just also do something like include. I don't remember, it's supposed to be include order items. I don't know, is it order items and true? Something like that. Let's just go and refresh one more time and we see if this is true. Like we can include the order items within this order. Yeah, so you can see we now have the order items. Okay, we have the order items. So now we can just like pick the order and then we get the order items from here. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that to fetch the orders here, and then after we just work on the design to look much better than this. But for now, let's first get the order details and then we map them. So since we're just going to use the params, so I'm just going to say order ID is going to be equal to, I don't know if it is supposed to be in double quotes or something like this. I'm not sure, but I just take it like that on this page. So we can just go ahead and read the params. Okay, we could just go and read the params. I'm not sure if we should just use it as really as the params, or we just go and use it as, I think the easy way is using it. I'm just going to change this, guys. I'm not happy with this. I'm just going to say confirmation, and then it is having the ID just like this. Okay, so what we just need to change only is just going here, and then we have order confirmation, and then inside we can just like simply put the ID. So just put folder here and just simply put ID. Okay, and then this page, simply drag it inside here. Okay, so now we have something like that. So in the page, this is a server component. You can just come here and we receive the params, and then from the params we can also get the ID very fast like that. Okay, so could just also come and say const orders. In fact, this is one order, so just const order is equal to await get data. So I'm just going to use this reusable function, and then I'm just going to pass in the API endpoint that is going to be API, I think it is orders, and then stock ID. So just going to find order by ID. I don't think we have created that endpoint yet, but I'm just going to create it. So just go ahead and get this, something like this. Make this one async. So just go ahead and create this endpoint. I'm just going to go to orders. I will simply duplicate one endpoint. I think in all these ones, just copy one, copy, come and paste it here, and inside here we're just going to have, of course, just like params, just like this. Const order is await order, where ID is ID, and just here is going to be the order, and then we can say fetch an order, and then there is also deleting an order. We could just like say existing order, here order, and then existing, if the order is not existing, order not found, just in case we just need to use this delete. Then we can just go ahead, if it is there, we just say the deleted order, okay, is here db order, where ID is that, and then we can just return, of course, the deleted order, and then you say fail to delete an order. Sorry, fail to delete an order. Okay, so we have the most important one is this gate. Okay, so just want simply to get the order by ID, and I think we should just see. Let me just first go ahead and test it out. So you can just go to API orders. Let's copy this. Just a stock specific ID. So you can just go ahead and fetch a single order. Okay, so just go and add include. Okay, so this include we have in this here. You can just go ahead and copy it, and yeah, let's just like have this, and like on a specific order, let's just go ahead and I don't think we just need like this one, like to have the include, but so just come here and say where, and I think we're supposed to have also include. Just see, and just see if we can just have them included. Okay, so we have them. So now the only thing is just to go ahead and have this, and let's put this number. So just come here and copy this, simply add this number like this, then we'll have this page back. Okay, so we're just back onto this page, and now if we just go to this page, this page, where is it? Let me just first close all this. So go inside front end order confirmation page. So you can just get this this order. So after getting that order, we can just go ahead and get the order items. Okay, so the order items we can map them here. Okay, so for instance, you could just go ahead and say, for instance, const, and then we could just like abstract order items from the order. Okay, so now if we get the order items, we could just go ahead and map through these items here. So let me just show you. Just going to map them. So I'm just going to do something like order items dot. So you could first check if they exist actually. So just say order items. If order item dot length, because this is an array, is greater than 0. Okay, so if it's greater than 0 and this is true, then we can just go ahead and do the map. Okay, so now we can just go ahead and say order items dot map, and then in this we have order item. I just say call it item actually, with its index, and they just go ahead and have something like this, and down here just going to come and cut this and put it here. So now we should just see like two items. Okay, could just see, go ahead and put the key. I'm just going to put the key here, key to I, as simple as that. let's see how many items. You can see now we have 2 items, so we can just now get this, turn this into an image. You see the good thing, they gave it width and height. So I'm just going to turn this into the Next.js image. Okay, I could use the Next.js image. We could just also use these classes. The only thing we need to give it, I think, is width and height. So just go and say width. I'm just going to say, if you hover here, it's going to be something like, let me just give it like 200 pixels. And also height, I'm just going to give it 200 pixels. Okay, and then of course on the source, if you look at these images, if you look in the API, they have, oh no, we don't have the images. Sorry, that's bad. So you just need to include the images and in this. So the first thing we have to change, for now, let me just leave these ones. Maybe we just only get the titles. So right now we are getting the title, which is so we have the product ID. Okay, so these other items we are having, they are also having this product ID. So if you want to fetch the details of the product, you could just go ahead and add like that. But for simplicity, since we have the price of the item, I think it is good we can add like few items. Okay, we could just go ahead and add a few details, for instance title. Okay, we could just add title instead of doing another fetch right now, because you're supposed now to do one more fetch to fetch the product details. Okay, I think we could just go ahead and add, we are only missing title, and if you check, we are only missing, really, we already have the price, we are missing only the titles. Okay, and maybe the category, we can just leave the category, but at least we can have the titles and the price we already have and the image. Okay, yeah, so I think I will just have to do that. I have to go ahead and do that. And for the image right now, I can just go ahead and add any image. Do we have any image here in the public folder? We'll just go ahead and add one image instead of configuring this. Just go to the public. We have tomato somewhere. Public tomato.web. I'm just going to put tomato. So this here, just going to say slash tomato.webp. Just something like this I've seen here. Okay, hope now we just have this. So you have to work on the image. I feel like we don't need to do any unnecessary fetch one more time. Really, it is not necessary. We could just simply actually have those ones added on the product. Okay, we could have those ones added on the product, and that means that we have to modify, I think, like on the originally on the cart items they had that, but we chose to add only those few details. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and find out. So what I'm just going to do as we are working on this one there are some things we're just going to have to add. One, just going to add also the this. Okay, just going to use this order number. So you have the order ID, but you have to generate an order number, the number that can help us to track, and it can help us to track your order. Okay, and maybe we can just use it in combination with the order ID and this one to really track this person's order. Okay, one thing I just want to do right now is modifying so that you can just get these ones with something, and also making sure that we are directing this very well. Okay, so let's start where we are going to add look at our products. Let's first go back to the checkout. So I'm just going to go right away to the checkout. So let's go to this. Okay, I'm just going to go to the cart. So if you check already on the cart, we have these the name, the titles plus this. So what I just want to know is in the console, I don't know if we are consoling like the items. So I would want to go, if I continue to the checkout, first of all, I just want to see these items, the cart items on the cart page. So just simply go to the cart page. So on the cart page. Okay, I have the cart items. Can I just go ahead and console.log cart items? Cart. So I just want to see where we are losing the titles and all that. So if you just console the cart items quickly, you will see that we have two items here in an array. We have the ID, image, and this we have also the title. So you just have to add these the way they are. So let me see where are we losing the track. So let's now comment this. Let's go to this continue to checkout. Okay, so I'm on the checkout right now, and wait, I have to update here. Just in a second I will update that. So just go ahead and fill in some fake filler information so that we can just go to the next step. So what I just want to know is where are we losing our products. So so this is where we have this. So just go to the order summary. What do we have on the order summary? So if you just go back to, if you just go back to components, and under this what is it, not back office but under checkout, and then we have step forms, and then you have the order summary. Okay, so if you check, let's see, we have a lot of things here. So we got checkout from data, we have also the cart items. So you can see we are setting these two as cart items. We have the cart items, and I think in this function we are sending order items or as cart items. So we are sending to the API. Actually we are sending that data to the API. So the only thing we just need to do is adding the image and the title. Okay, so I'm just going to the API, and I will just also receive those two things. So simply go to the API orders route. So here in the orders, we don't want the gate. Actually we just want the post. So you can see we have the order items. So on the order items, you can see we are only saving actually these ones. Okay, so just add other things. So I'm just going to add image URL plus plus the title. Okay, so I'm just going to add this, and then they are going to come, all of them from they're just going to come from this item. So I'll just say to be item dot image URL. Okay, and then title is going also to be from item dot title. So yeah, something like this. So we have to add these to also in the schema. Okay, we're just going to add them in the schema. So in the order item here, we have to add those two things. I'm just going to come here and simply, where you have the string, just have the duplicate this, and here I'm just going to have image URL. So you have image URL is a string. Now you could just say it is not required, just to avoid the errors, and also the title. So you have also the title, and you say not required. And let's go ahead and also add one more thing. We're just going to have the order number. So just going to say, we just come in and we say just create order number, order number. So this one is going to be int. Okay, it's going to be int, and is also going to be there. So we could just also just add like this. So what I'm just going to do is, we have to delete the other orders, and we have also to generate the order number. So I'm just going to come and just leave it like that. It's going to be there. So I'm just going to stop the server. So just come here and say Ctrl+C. So we cannot just say go ahead and add. We have to delete. We have to delete the existing items. So what you just have to do is, I'm just going to go to the orders. We have to delete the orders and these order items. Okay. We could just go to MongoDB, or we could just say run the studio npx prisma studio. We just run the studio and see. Okay, so okay, I expected it to open, but okay, so it has opened the studio. So I will start with the one for order items and delete them. So just go here to order item. Okay, it is actually using the current Prisma, so I'm just going to stop it also. So to avoid now problems, I'm just going to now add here also on the order number to be not required. Okay, just like that. Let me just run the studio again. Just want to see, I want to delete them so that we start afresh. Okay, so these are all the orders. So I'm just going to select all, just select all, just like that. I'm just going to delete these ones, and even this. Okay, so just go ahead and now we can delete the orders. So we have two orders, so just delete also these two orders. Okay, so we don't have right now any orders. Okay, we have deleted all the orders and the order items, so want to create them afresh. One thing that we can do is generating the order number. Okay, generating the order number, let me see. Okay, so now that we have finished now modifying our this, now we can just go ahead and actually push this. Okay, we can just go and push these changes to the database, and I'm just going to simply stop the Prisma and go ahead and say npx Prisma db push. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and push the changes. Since there is no any records, it will have to accept. Okay, and okay, so it has generated the new Prisma client, npx npm run dev. So as it is running the server, let's go ahead and generate the only thing we just need to generate is the order number. Okay, we have to generate the order number all the time. So you can just go to the route. Okay, orders route, and here we can just say this is the order item. Okay, and we can create a function, create order number. Okay, so just go here, still on this very documentation. So where we have these ones, scroll down, and we have this function. Actually use ChatGPT to generate this one. You don't need to worry, just give it a small prompt. Okay, if you see here, I have this prompt. Let me show you. So just give it like a prompt like this. Okay, and it can just simply give you this function. We don't need to overthink about that. It's a small thing. So just go ahead and give this function this. Now we can just go ahead and generate this. It just gets these characters. We just simply need something with these characters, things someone can actually type in and search. Okay, we can just like use this as a tracking number or anything. Okay, so just simply loop through and just get this character and return that. So we just come here, we just say order number. Order number is equal to generate order number, and let's pass in 8 so that it generates an order number with 8 characters. And let's see our server has it rendered. Okay, we just need to go ahead and one more time go to this site, and let me go ahead also correct these cart items. You can see this cart is saying 4 and there too, so we just go to this and correct this, and and we can just go ahead and refresh this so that it actually just checks this in the checkout. So under the checkout, let me just go to the checkout page. So you have this cart banner, so you could just go on that, and this is it, the banner, the steps. So the steps here, we can also just get the cart. Okay, we could just get the cart items. The easy way to do that is I could just go like to the cart and just grab these cart items just like this. Okay, and then go back to our checkout steps, and then just add here cart, and use selector. We have the store and the store.cart. Okay, so we have the cart items. We can just go ahead and get the length here, and you can just see cart items, dot length. Okay, as simple as that. Cart items dot length. And this now should change to 2 items. Meanwhile, we are still having this trying to compile. So I'm just going to wait until it is back. Just pause to avoid wasting time. Let me just pause for a second. Okay, so our app has finally loaded, as you can see here. Okay, I'm just going to drop this down. So now let's just try to make an order and see. So I think right now we don't have any orders. You're just going to get a 404. Let me just remove this part. Maybe just have this. I think for the orders right now we have an empty array, so we have no orders right now. Let's go and try to make an order. So right now I'm just going to use the fake filler. Really just want to see if we can just get any order, like having all the details as we want them. Just go ahead and let's go ahead through this. We have our 2 items, the orange and the spring onion. Okay, and you see the price also is tagging very well. So just go ahead and say proceed to payment. There's one more thing we just need to do before we do that, the routing. Okay, so let's go to where we have the order summary. Just going to first cross all this, and inside the step forms we have order summary. So here, after we make this, when we have this response data, okay, so this response data corresponds to if you just go back to the API orders. So when you're fetching when you create the order, you see here we are actually returning the new order. Okay, so this object of the order, okay, this object of the order is what we get and then send as the response. So we can grab that response. Let me go to check out order summary. So this is this, and from this response where we are just putting this, we can actually just make this one to be template literals, and then we have order confirmation, and then we can just say, for instance, stroke order ID. So now we can just say, for instance, response data. So we can just have the response data dot ID. So this one is going to give us the ID, is going to redirect to this ID. Okay, let's go and try now that we have that. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and press the button. I think everything has preloaded. Let's see, something went wrong. I just can see what is the problem. So it seems like the order was created. Let's see. Argument order number, invalid value provided, expected int or null. Okay, so we're supposed to make it a string, guys. Sorry for that. We could just either leave it as a number or we make it a string. Let's just make it a string, just avoid being the same, the tracking number. Let's just go ahead and make it a string, or we could probably what should we say? Okay, I think this format is the best, where we have this because it is very hard to replicate this. So due to the purposes of passing this, I'm just going to go ahead and also modify the schema, and then we preload. Stay with me, there is no any other choice. So instead of just saying order number is int, it's going to actually be a string. Okay, the problem with this, we have to actually restart the server, and I have no choice rather than doing that. So just say Ctrl C, npm run npx. So you say npx prisma db push. Okay, we have to push the changes, and then after we have to go ahead and run the server one more time. So I'm just going to do that. I'll be back. Okay, so let's resume. It has finished loading up. So I updated, we ran the npx db push and then run dev. Now we are back. So let's go and one more time make try to make an order. I don't know if there was any order successfully made in the last attempt. You can just say confirm here and see if there is any orders. I think we still have like I don't know if it was successful the first time, but I just go ahead and try to really make an order. So we still have 2 items in the cart. I'm just going to use a fake filler. Okay, so there was errors to fetch orders. Really, I expect to see like an empty something like to do is empty something. let's make sure we have the internet. Okay, internet is there. Okay, let's just first go and really make an order, then we just come back, we check on our orders in the array here. So I have here filled in the details, click next, use fake filler here, next, next, and now we have the 2 items. Let's proceed to payment and see. So it is processing, and let's wait. And we make sure we are logged in. Okay, okay, something went wrong again. So this time let's check. I think this is to do with either internet or network. Okay, let me make sure we have some good internet. Let me just load the YouTube page. Okay, so the internet seems to be okay. Let's just first go to this API, keep on trying and see. Okay, so finally we get this one which was created. Okay, I think now we can just go ahead and give it one more try. Let's give it one more try and see. Okay, so now order created successfully. Let's wait for the redirect. Okay, and yep, so we are redirected here. Great, so we have our order. Let me refresh. Okay, so we have our order with 2 items, and you can see we have now the image. Okay, we have the image, and then we have also the order number. So we can now populate these details in our page. So let me just go to the order confirmation. Okay, let me just go to the order confirmation here. And so here we have this order, and we can just go ahead and first of all get these items. So you can see on this page we still have 2 items. Let's go and get the images. So here onto this one, I'm just going to say item dot. So this is going to be item. Sorry. Item dot image URL. Okay, and then this one is going to be item dot title. So here item dot title, and then here we just put the title, item dot title. Then this category, we don't need it. I'm just going to comment it out. Then there is price. Here we can just say item dot sale price. Okay, so just go ahead and see. Okay, can just go ahead and see, and then we can also get the subtotal. Okay, we can just go and get the subtotal, and this is there. Then the prices, let me just check. It is actually the price, not sale price. It is price. Okay, it is price actually. Then what I want to do is want to get the total, so you can see the prices there. Now we could just get these the subtotal and the total. So it's supposed to be like we could add any costs, like shipping cost here. So you can see there is shipping cost of 20. So you could just go ahead and add it onto this one. So you could just find the total price also. Here we could just say something like const subtotal is equal to order items, okay, dot reduce. So in the reduce you have access to the cumulative and the item, and you could just go ahead and return. Okay, you could just go ahead and return a cumulative plus plus item dot price times item dot quantity. I don't know if it is quantity or QTY, and comma 0. I don't know if that is the formula. I could just go ahead and see. We could just also do, of course, to fixed. And let me just plug this subtotal here, see if actually got it right. Just put it here, and maybe also here. Just going to be improving this as we move on. But if we had let's see, okay, 750, right? Okay, so now if we wanted, we could add the shipping cost. So just go here on the shipping address. So I don't know if these are the names of the person. Okay, this one, we'll just go and get the first name and last name. So if you look at these order details, we have first name, last name. Okay, I'm just going to go and get that in these details. We have shipping address, and I think this is just the person, and this is the address. So I'm just going to go and see dollar. No, just put this, and you put order dot first name and then we put space, and then the last name, and then we have the street address, city, country, district. We could just create this, compose it from here, and maybe we start with, I don't know. So here is country, order dot country, and maybe this put this one as district. So you just put order dot district, and then we have city and street address. Just have the city here, order dot city, and then the street address. No, that is spelling. They just get the spelling correct here. Okay, so this is great. Let's just go ahead and look at the UI. Okay, yep. Then payment info, maybe you're just going to put the string, this payment method. So you can just come here and you say under payment info, and just see here dollar, just say order dot payment method. Now for this one, we can just like also take it off. Okay, yeah, so you just have here the credit card, just like that. So far so good. All the details that are here, they are all dynamic. Now we have the order number here. So just go on top here and let's go and fill in this, your order. I just say hash and order dot order number. Okay, and let's see the order number here. Oh, okay, so we have, oh no, so the order number we put in a wrong place. Because this is we are putting it inside the item. This is so bad, so bad. It's not supposed to be inside the other items. That's crazy. So you're not supposed to put inside the order item. It's just like inside the item. It's supposed to be inside actually the order. Okay, so I will work on that. Okay, I'll just work on that. So I just change it, and then so the only thing just change is to change the schema. Instead of putting this order number here, we are supposed to put it inside the order. I don't know how that went off my mind, but it's supposed to be inside the order, not the order item. Okay, not the order item. Okay, so just work on that, and then I also put I'll just go ahead and change this into the light and dark mode. Right now it's the same. I'm just going to go ahead and change it, I will just see you in the next video. But so far so good. We can make the order. Okay, we have reached this far, at least now we can make the order. Now in the future we'll just see how we can send an email, or we might just not send the email. We just require the customer to simply log in to the system and they see their orders. So now I think we will just also work on the this. When someone goes to the dashboard, they can look at their orders. Okay, so basically in the next video or in the next episode, we're just going to work on working on the dashboard, making sure all the orders are captured on the dashboard for both the admin to look at and even the owner of the order to look at. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this episode. I will see you in the next one.